started. At this time, it is my absolute pleasure to introduce to you Megan Shaw, the Office and Events Manager for our parent nonprofit organization, SECOORA, the Southeast Coastal Ocean Observing Regional Association. Megan Shaw has been working with us for 4 months now on the SCDRP 8th Annual Meeting Steering Committee, and Megan will be orchestrating this morning's blended events. Ladies and gentlemen, Megan Shaw.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. As Heather mentioned, my name is Megan Shaw, and I work with SECOORA as their Office and Events Manager. With that, I help plan all the events with our affiliate programs and the programs we do within SECOORA. So it is my pleasure to help Heather make this happen. I also wanted to say thank you all for attending this event and making it a success, because without the exhibitors and the attendees, this would not be a success. I hope this event inspires you to continue to do the hard work to make the Southeast, Caribbean, and beyond a more resilient and equitable place for everyone. This morning, as Heather mentioned previously, we will be running the Data Tools and Technology exhibition concurrently. We will have 3 tours of the Chatham Emergency Management offices. They will be at 8:30, 9, and 9:30. They will run about 30 minutes apiece. When the time comes, I will announce it. I will say, anyone in Group A, you will be meeting out in the lobby. Just outside these doors on the other side of the registration tables, you'll meet with Randall Matthews, and he will take you on the tour. If you did sign up for this while you were registering for the event, on the back of your name tag, you should have a red letter, an A or a B. That is your group assignment. If you did not register, but you would like to join this tour anyway, you can either join Group A and B until they have 15 participants, or you can just go ahead and plan to be in Group C. The Data Tools and Technology exhibition will continue throughout, and as I said, I will be announcing the tours while we go. So over the next hour and 40 minutes, we will be turbo table hopping, which is to say you will be given about 9 minutes at each table. Then I will ask you to move on to the next. I will ask that you please spread yourself throughout the ballroom and try not to overcrowd the tables so that everyone has the chance to ask questions during the time that you have at each table. If you're going on the Chatham Emergency Tour, be aware that you will miss 3 table hopping sessions. So make sure to plan out where you want to visit so that you see the tools you really want to see. If you do not get a chance to ask all of the questions that you have to the exhibitors, they'll be set up all day for you to go to them during any breaks and lunch, so you can get those conversations going. And I'm sure they'll welcome questions later on via email, or you can go to their website and find out more information. At this time, I am going to do a lightning round so that you all have a little bit of a preview of what each exhibitor has to offer. Each one of the exhibitors is also provided a one-pager in the program, as well as most of them have flyers on their tables so that you can get as much information from them as possible. The table numbers, which are important moving forward, are going to be counterclockwise around the room. Zulu starts there in that corner all the way to my right, and then we go to table 2, which is just next door to that, to Zulu's right. And then in the back, we start table 3 and go around the room until we hit table 10, which is our USGS table. So when I am going through this, it'll make more sense, table 1, table 2, that kind of stuff, so that you're not going, is table 10 over there, is 3 over there? You know exactly where everything is. And also don't forget about our silver sponsor table, which is table 12. We do have a couple of flyers over there from our silver sponsors of the event. All right. Do I have a clicker? Is this my clicker? The green button, awesome. All right, so this is just a reminder of the Chatham Emergency Walking Tours. And this is our list of vendors. Table 1, Zulu and Marine and Aerial. You'll be meeting Rusty Batey, Jamie King, and Shannon Marino. Zulu Marine began during the Deepwater Horizon oil spill event. They were provided vessels and has Whopper, I really hope I pronounced it that right, trained crews from there. Zulu has evolved into a storm debris assessment and cleanup company. Using unique purpose-built equipment, Zulu is able to arrive early to help assess and then stay late to participate in cleanup operations. They continue to stay on the forefront of data collection technology and low-impact debris removal methods. Table 2 is knowyourriver.com and howsmywaterway.com. At that table, you will be meeting Tonya, I'm going to mess her name up, and I am so sorry, Tonya. Bonitatibus? Yeah, totally wrong, I know. Tonya, I'm so sorry. She also has 2 ladies over there. One is Kim, and I did not get the other lady's name. I am so sorry. They are all wonderful ladies and helped drive this, so we thank them very much for being here. Know Your River is all about integrating multi-sector data for insights into river systems and communities. For the average public, assessing scientific and recreational surface, I keep forgetting to click, guys, I'm sorry. Surface water details is usually restricted. Know Your River consolidates this information in one place, offering custom mapping and selectable layers. Know Your River merges over 300,000 data points from federal, state, and local authorities, incorporating credible non-governmental organization information and contributions from trained citizen scientists. Technology and complex data libraries often restrict easy data access. Know Your River overcomes this challenge with a user-friendly, web-based platform that is simple to navigate and use. At Table 3, you will meet Kait Morano. She is going to be showing off the MapSpot community engagement tool. MapSpot is a hybrid, versatile map-making tool that aims to empower people to tell their own stories about the places that they live. Working with community partners to use MapSpot for resilience planning and cultural and historical asset mapping. MapSpot is also used in their Youth Advocacy for Resilience to Disaster, or YARDS, program to help students understand the effects of intersecting disasters in the communities. This tool projects a map onto a surface for excellent visualization and collaboration. At Table 3, you will be meeting Matt Pendleton. Matt is a PhD in the way that Dr. Durley said we were all PhDs yesterday, just like me. So we had a little oopsie there, but you know what? I'm going to say I'm a PhD from now on. The NOAA Digital Coast and NOAA CCAP tools are what Matt is going to be showing off today. They are high-resolution land cover, supports more detailed impervious data and urban area mapping that could be used to better support hydrodynamic modeling, flood risk assessment, stormwater management, and can better address issues surrounding urban forestry, such as heat islands and tree equity. Available this month, as you see on the slide, is the first phase of products, impervious canopy and water mapping for 2020 and 2022. Planned for the rest of 2024 is a full adapted CCAP land cover for 2022, change associated with past mapping, and incorporation into NOAA's Land Cover Atlas. At Table 3, you're going to meet Vamsi, and again, I don't want to murder his name, so we're going to keep it at Vamsi today. I'm so sorry, Vamsi, I meant to ask how to pronounce your name. Vamsi is with Tetra Tech, and Vamsi gave me a little speech, so thank you, Vamsi. Tetra Tech is a leading global provider of consulting and engineering services. Tetra Tech supports global commercial and governmental clients focused on water, environment, sustainable infrastructures, renewable energy, and international development. With over 26,000 associates worldwide, Tetra Tech is proud to be home to world-class scientists, engineers, planners, and other technical specialists who are recognized leaders in their industry. By leading with science and supporting global sustainability efforts, Tetra Tech's work aligns with the United Nations Sustainable Developmental Goals of providing reliable water supplies, improving sanitation, increasing the adoption of renewable energy, designing more efficient buildings, and restoring and protecting land and water ecosystems. At the table, you will focus, the focus will be on One Water Services. What you see on this slide showcases Tetra Tech's involvement in all phases of the water cycle, combining state-of-the-art techniques and demonstrated best practices. Tetra Tech helps support, among other services, access to safe, abundant water supplies, effective treatment and management of stormwater and wastewater, flood control and restoration and coastal resilience tools, innovative watershed protection approaches to assess, protect, and restore our water bodies. Across these sectors, their expertise and experience allow them to offer turnkey services from fundamental scientific studies to intelligent and adaptive management planning, to design and implementation and post-implementation management. With teams comprised of highly skilled scientists, professional practitioners, managers, and technical staff, their approach includes cutting-edge, domain-specific tools, the ability to harness AI and big tools and offer rich and immersive client services tailored to the specific needs of their clients. Please join Vamsi at Table 5 for a deeper dive into this tool. Table 6, you will be meeting Dr. Russ Clark. He is going to be, he is with the CEAR Hub, like Kait Morano yesterday, and he's going to be showing off some low-cost tools useful to communities. There we go. These low-cost tools are internet-enabled sensors measuring water levels in real time. A network of these sensors has been developed on or deployed on bridges and docks across coastal Georgia. Their decision support tools help emergency managers and community stakeholders visualize and analyze the real-time sensor data and model forecasts. They've developed an integrated coastal modeling system to provide real-time nowcasts and near-term forecasts of flood events. At Table 7, you'll be meeting Jason Fleming. He is with the Seahorse Coastal Consulting firm. He is going to be showing off the real-time hurricane decision support. Jason Fleming will be presenting his tool for producing real-time storm surge guidance for hurricane decision support for emergency managers and other official decision makers. His team's key differentiator is that they produce storm surge guidance for decision makers. So sorry, I got skipped there. When a storm is actually bearing down. When a hurricane is approaching the U.S. coast, as shown in the top right, Jason and his team of collaborators spring into action. They use forecasts and advisories from the National Hurricane Center in combination with advanced computer modeling to calculate where the storm surge inundation will occur. They supply results from different storm track scenarios and include the potential for rapid intensification. The resulting information is used by decision makers at all levels, including the Governor of Louisiana, as shown in the bottom right, where Governor John Bell Edwards, head of the table in the lower right photo, is being briefed on Hurricane Ida in 2021. With storm surge.live guidance displayed on the CERA website, their real-time hurricane storm surge guidance is also used by FEMA, the U.S. Coast Guard, the Louisiana Coastal Protection and Restoration Authority, many state departments of transportation, the Texas Task Force 1 Swiftwater Rescue Team, and has been featured in the New York Times. More information is available at www.stormsurge.live or by emailing info@stormsurge.live. At Table 8, you will be meeting Chris Moffatt and Jeff Morris. There seems to be a couple more guys over there, so you might have a few people to chat with. They are presenting the Designing for Sea Level Change Simple Adaptation Techniques for Communicating Uncertainty. Understanding and embracing the uncertainty in sea level change. Sea level change represents an evolving risk throughout the life of a project. Understanding the uncertainty in sea level change is key to good planning. It is important to understand the range of most likely to least likely scenarios, not just plan for the worst case scenario. Make use of publicly available data and surge flooding. In most cases, the present day flood risk due to storm surge can be obtained from public sources. Monte Carlo simulations to evaluate combined effect. Simple and does not include any complicated hydrodynamic modeling. Statistical samples from possible future SLR scenarios and possible future storm scenarios. Results combined to see possible flooding outcomes. Statistics give an unbiased estimate of future flood risk, including both SLR and storms. Incorporating SLR information in design allowances. Design allowances is the vertical offset to maintain acceptable flood risk. Design life allowance, average annual flood risks equals present annual flood risk. Instantaneous design allows average annual flood risk is less than or equal to the present annual flood risk. Since flood risk evolves over the lifetime of a project, the planning and design, including vertical offsets, should consider the likely changes to the risk profile. Sometimes planning for an acceptable average risk over the life of a project is a more reasonable approach. At table 9, you will be meeting Dr. Lydia Olander from the Nicholas Institute of Energy. She will be showing off the Climate Mapping for Resilience and Adaptation tool. The Climate Mapping for Resilience and Adaptation portal is a new tool designed to integrate climate information from across the federal government to help communities evaluate their climate risk, both historical observation and future projections, and non-climate data and information. It has information on extreme heat, drought, coastal inundation, flooding, and wildfire. It also has information about nature-based solutions, which were a priority of this administration. There are a lot of additional resources from the White House and agencies on nature-based solutions, which will also be available for viewing at the table. Lydia Olander from Duke University, who is presenting, spent 2 years working with the White House on climate resilience and nature-based solutions. Finally, table 10, we have Dr. Tonya Frank-Gilchrist from USGS. She's presenting USGS Coastal Change Hazard Tools. Coastal Science Navigator helps users discover USGS coastal change hazard information, products, and tools. Guided and filtered search options helps viewers find products effectively. The Total Water Level and Coastal Change Forecast Viewer. Total water level is a combination of tide, surge, and wave run-up. Combines NOAA wave and water level predictions and USGS wave run-up model with beach slope observations to provide regional weather offices with detailed forecasts along sandy coastlines. And also the Coastal Change Hazards Portal, an interactive map with downloadable data sets and layers that display extreme storms, shoreline change, and sea level rise. Forecasts of short-term event scale and midterm projections up to several decades, as well as historical data. At this time, I would like you to please head to the exhibitor tables. In about 10 minutes, I will let you know it is time to switch, and we will also be releasing you to the first tour. I will give you about a 1 minute heads up right before the first tour is ready to go. So please spread across to make sure we're not overcrowding the tables. And again, thank you for being here.